If you're in your late 20s, early 30s, or even late 30s, and if you're still gaming at this age, like gaming a lot, like 20 to 30 hours a week, and you have a partner or a family to take care of and all that stuff, these type of posts are going to be very common and it's not going to end well. And I'm going to show you why. All right, we're going to get right into this Facebook post. I don't know if it's real. A lot of this stuff is AI just to be clickbait and everything, but let's just say that it is real. Okay, let's just entertain that. Now, for the ones that are going to be defending this, I have nothing to say to you other than good luck, right? But for this lady right here, she had to vent. What it says here is, if you're driving, you're just listening to this, need to vent out. How is this fair to be able to play video games all day and me feeling like 24/7 single mom? He doesn't help with the kids at all. He doesn't change any diapers or bathe the kids or put them to bed. He doesn't help clean the place up. He leaves his dishes for me. It seems like I'm always cleaning, then gets trashed again in an hour. I'm always crying for some reason. I feel burnt out. He leaves for boot camp next month, and I'll be alone for 7 months. I'm freaking out, but for the time being, I wish I had more hands. I'm sorry, guys, but the reason why this is such an important post is that a lot of you guys don't even realize it. You guys might have a lady like this who's supposed to be talking to her partner, but they're crying in silence, right? Because she might not be sharing the story where this guy is going through some type of depression, some type of mental health issue and all that stuff, some type of mental blockage as to why he is constantly playing video games and ignoring family obligations. Okay. It's a sickness. Okay. And if you're one of these people right now, and if you're alone and you happen to be playing 20 to 30 hours of gaming a week, let's just use a unit of measurement of something that's very dangerous. Okay. I'm not talking about the people out there who have a healthy relationship with like gaming. Like they know when to put it down. They have things that they need to take care of and everything. They like those type of people have a healthy balance. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the average gamer, the average person who has a PC, a console, mobile gaming, and you have accounts on across all these platforms. Okay. I want you to total all the hours you spend playing on all platforms and see if you're hitting 20 to 30 hours. Now, some of you might want to argue that you want to throw in social media. Cool. Throw in social media. Social media is just as bad. Throw that in there. Okay. If you're spending 20 to 30 hours a week on social media and gaming on all platforms, tell me honestly, do you think that is healthy? Do you really think that could be time spent somewhere else? Right? If you're single, why aren't you going out there and putting yourself there and dating? There's dating today has made it so easy with all this online dating. You can pretty much AI your profile and everything, do a little bit of touches and all that stuff, and have ChatGPT create your profiles, descriptions, and everything, and then take it from there. If you're trying to look for a life partner, but let's just say you're a person who wants to just live alone, right? You're happy alone and everything. You have a sickness, okay? I'm on this side where I like having a partner. I like being able to have an option where if my wife and I are just chilling at home and we're alone and everything, something's about to happen, everything. It's a lot more fun with a partner than just using your hands. But a lot of you guys have pretty much trapped yourself in a situation where gaming is where you get your dopamine hit. That gaming is your identity and that you focus so much time there. And this is just time. I'm not talking about the unhealthy like addiction part where you're putting money, real hard money into these gaming platforms on a monthly basis, right? You have gaming titles like Diablo where Diablo will allow you to spend two to $300,000 US on a character to be fully maxed out. Why would a gaming company even consider a limit of $200,000 to $300,000 for a character in a game? And then you have mobile gaming like Evany, where it's pay to win type of games, where the average person is spending about 10 grand a month on all these servers. I'm not saying all of them, but the average person in that game is being peer pressured to spend at least $100, a couple $100 a month on a game, right? Once you turn off that game, you can't get that money back. And a lot of you will be like, you know what? That 20 to 30 hours that I usually spend on these games with the financial investment, it was worth it. I'm like, really? Is it? When we're living in a world right now where we're in a recession, people are losing jobs, people can't get jobs, grocery bills like is continuing to climb, rent prices is climbing, AI is destroying jobs, and all you can think about is playing a video game right now. Now, I'm not talking about you guys who have sizable investments, you're making seven figures, and you are gaming. I'm not talking about you guys. You're not the average person. You're the top 1%. If you're listening to me or you're watching me on these videos and everything, why? Why are you here? You have seven figures to your name and everything. Go out there and enjoy your life. Go on vacation. Go experience the world out there. You got the money. But for the rest of you who are stuck in this situation where you're gaming, understand to master a skill or a new language or something, it just takes 10,000 hours. And you spending 20 to 30 hours a week, that's like roughly what? What is that, guys? 30 hours? Let's do 20 hours. For 52 weeks in a year, that's 1,040 hours a year spent on playing video games. And you're going to tell me that that was the best usage of your time? Now, a lot of you are going to hate on the idea of hustling. You don't like to hustle. Okay, then don't. I'm not trying to convince all of you. My goal is to convince some of you that if you're on the fence, if you actually self-reflect, like the next time you're in the shower and you have some time to think and everything, if you want a little bit more out of life, then make the necessary changes today. But if not, continue doing what you're doing because you know your outcome. Every single day, you go to work. If you have work, you come home, you spend 20 or 30 hours a week playing video games and all that stuff, and you like how you're passing your time. Okay, cool. That's fine. But for the rest of you who really want a little bit more out of life than what I'm considering or what I'm telling you guys that you guys should be doing is to at least jump on a podcast and listen to other small time investors of how they're getting out of the rat race, right? Or learn from other entrepreneurs who are starting up side business and everything where they took their gaming knowledge or their gaming experience and they turned it into real life entrepreneurial style like businesses. Someone who does a lot of strategizing in a game, they might be doing very well of strategizing in business where they're handling vendors, lenders, right? Customers, marketing. They're finally putting all those years into gaming into good use. But those situations are very rare. But I'm telling you guys, just focus your time on listening to podcasts, right? On your commute to work, or if you happen to be going to the gym. So when you're doing cardio, listen to podcasts. Read up some books. Books today are pretty much dead. People are doing more audiobooks. I would rather you get the actual information and just absorb 10% on an audiobook than you reading it because I'd rather you listen to it. So utilize Spotify or YouTube to listen to, books. What is it? Atomic Habits, Die with Zero Now. That's the next one that I like hearing. And Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Start building an interest of building up your financial future because I'm telling you this right now, again, I keep on saying it, not all of you are going to make it. The next bull run, the next rate cuts that's happening across the world, it's going to be a lot harder for you guys who are not paying attention to the market, and it's going to get a lot harder. And if you don't utilize your time right now and leverage the time right now to build a better financial footing for the next bull run, you guys are going to get left behind, and I mean it. So anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys know what to do. Subscribe, comment, follow, and I'll see you guys on the other side.